Hey everybody, it's Josh with Woodworking Warrior. If you'd like to see how this BORA Portamate, what is this thing called? BORA Portacube STR miter saw workstation is put together. Comes how it comes in the box and how to put it together. Then you've come to the right place. This is once it's complete and put together. It is 34 inches of height, and you have from the riser to the riser, you have 83 inches, just shy of 7 feet of side to side, left and right space total. These are 24 and 5/8, so you got 2 feet to the left, 2 feet to the right. Your miter saw fits right on here. These are adjustable in height. I have not adjusted mine yet. I have not put my miter saw on this yet. It has a retractable handle so you can roll it around. There is space underneath to fit a vacuum and a 5-gallon bucket. The other option is you can flip this over. You just pull these handles up and this whole thing rotates. So your miter saw will be underneath. However, I'm not going to use it for that. I'm going to leave it in its work configuration. The other thing that I noticed too is that it does have some dog holes or dog hole style holes. Probably could use that for clamping things down. There are spots here inside these wings. That's how you put them down. You push the buttons there. For a fence, so you can build a fence if you want. Once I get my miter saw on this, I will have to adjust the height that these go to so that it is nice and flat for when the wings are up. This is going on way too long. Let's just get to building this thing. I don't normally do unboxing videos, but I ordered this months ago and it finally came today. So I'm going to do an unboxing video and my first impressions. I have not seen a lot of these on the good old YouTube. So maybe this will be something if you're interested in using. Let's get into it. Let's open this up and see what's in here. It is quite heavy. I will say that. So far, it seems to be packaged fairly well. I think I'll just cut these. Oh yeah, this is just a exterior box. Get rid of this. Ow, fuck, I just cut myself. Oh man. Look at that. Yep. Cut myself this knife. All right, let's take a pause. All right, got my hand all bandaged up. Some band-aids. This thing is pretty sharp. It's the Razor Work 3.0 from Outdoor Edge. I'll have to do a review on this. It's a pretty neat knife. Comes with replaceable blades, so when they dull out, you just replace the blade. And these things are razor sharp, like razor blade sharp. So, yeah. So let's close this and set this to the side, huh? All right, we got one of the wings here, or something like that, front or back side. Styrofoam. Set this down over here. This is a table. It's got a flip top table. Instruction guide, we'll need that probably. Let's see. Seems to be okay. Some legs or something like that. There. This is one side of it. Look at the size of these wheels, man. That's humongous. Wheel caps. Like that. And looks like the other side. And that is it. These are the sides for the wings that flip up. So these must be the rear feet. Yep, these are the feet. Adjusters, probably a handle of some sort or something like that, maybe. Not quite sure yet. Got a sticker and our instruction booklet. That's how it goes together, it looks like. Alright, so the directions are fairly clear and readable and understandable from what I can see so far. Everything is labeled with letters. Tells you exactly how to do it, how to put it together. And it has a reference as well. Letter codes to what each piece is, as well as up in here is the overall picture. So far not too complicated. First thing we do is put the wheels on. So would have figured that would have come later, but apparently not. All right, let's get this hardware kit open. Try not to cut myself this time. Yep. Put the sharp knife away. One of these little snap ring thingies. Let's just do this. Let's set this one off to the side first. So this goes, I'll rotate this so you guys can see. So we got this here. The wheels got the holes for the caps, so it's not hard to figure out what side goes towards the body. Then you got your little cotter pin looking thing here. Goes on just like that. Super easy, super simple. Put this on, which goes like, there we go. One of these pieces goes to the back here with the adjustable side. It's got a little adjuster for dialing in your height. That goes to the ground. 2 holes for the hardware, and there's 2 holes right here that it lines up with. So you can just put it in like that and use, I forgot to put the washer on for that wheel. H is the screws to screw that in. So there should just be 4 of them. Separate these into different sizes. Comes with 3 different Allen wrenches. These are probably the wheel washers, which I forgot to put on. Alright, and then there's 4 screws like this, so I'm assuming that these are the screws that screw the feet in. Just line up the holes. Oh, I just broke my freaking bit. Today is not going very good. Look at this. And which is this, goes up to the top up here. Okay, and this is just a, just goes in there, just compression, I guess. I don't know if there's holes or. Oh, it's a locking pin. So this one is done. Let's do the other one. I'll show you that locking pin. So this goes inside the actual tube, and then as you rotate it, pops, and then you rotate it back, pops out. So, all right, let's not forget the washer this time. We'll see how difficult it is to take that cover off the other one, because this is tight. All right, there we go. Unless this is supposed to get screwed in, there is 2 holes. It doesn't say there's what these little screws are for. I did line up the holes on there, so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Next, we grab these. Well, I just completed that. I put the wheels on. And I put this thing on. This is the thing I'm not sure if there's any screws. It doesn't show screws, so should be good. And then this is the feet. Next step, which is putting these braces to hold it together. And I think I'm gonna do this on the ground, because doing this on a table will probably get pretty difficult. All right, so this one seems a lot easier to put on, because it just sits like so, and there's already holes drilled for it. Attach front brace U using 4 M6 12 bolts. Attach back bracing using 8 M6 12 bolts. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the front. Okay. These are nylon lock washers. I'm just going to attach this loosely. So that I can get it adjusted once I get both of them together. Get both sides together. I don't want to tighten this all the way yet. Maybe this would be easier up on the table, because then you guys could see and I wouldn't be on my knees. And I can lift this myself. Right, so you can see how it's attached. Hey, that's standing up by itself. All right. I'm sure this is going to be quite heavy once I am done. There you go. Okay, and then this piece goes on the front. At first I thought I was wrong, because the holes are here, and I'm like, how is this going to fit on there? Sometimes you got to be just a little bit smart. It's supposed to go like that. So I was not being so smart. All right, and what size? Any guesses on what size the nut is? All right, it's a 10 millimeter. Well, 10 millimeter fits. I don't think it's quite 10 millimeter, but it's definitely not a 9 millimeter.
Yeah, I'm not tightening these all the way. I'm just making them snug. That way, if I can tap it with a hammer and still make adjustments. This is got
some adjustment. You can see how it's not perfectly straight up and down. There's some adjustment that can be made, so I'll have to make that.
I'll have to make that. I'll put this together for him. But I just want this to be slightly tighter, so that I just hand tighten. That's good enough. Just enough to hold it closely together.
All right, next we need to put the table on the top, and it comes with these right here. This is what goes up top, up here, P and Q, or no, Q. P is washers. Probably these big old bad boys. All right, so once I put the table on upside down, that's it. It's together. So I'm still going to do it up here. That way, it's not so loose, and then I'll put it on the ground. So this is fairly easy to put together. Then let's see if this will just snap in place. Nope. Okay. How am I gonna put this in? You know what? Oh, I see. It does have little snaps. That goes in the corner. And this goes in the corner. Oh, don't do that. I'll put this down and these washers down. All right, so if you notice in the corners, there's little snaps, these little snaps, and there's a handle, and that's what kind of locks it into place. So that's what I'm gonna do, is attempt to lock it in place using those. There we go. So it's in. So like I said, this little handle, pull this up, and you can see how it pulls the ends in and then out. And on the very corners, there's these little cutouts that this slides into. So make sure you put that in. Then the washer goes in between. And then you can slide in this bolt, which is what actually holds all the weights. What size is this? You know, don't you hate when they do that? All right, this is taking too long. I'm gonna go find my hex bits. So 3/8 does fit 10. All right. The bolt is a 10 millimeter hex. So if you got that 3/8 will fit, it just will be a little bit loose. 10 millimeter fits perfectly. All right. So if you're doing this and you have some bits like this, it'll make it go a lot faster. See, so much faster. Put the washer in. So much faster. All right, that's that. You can just undo this, undo that. It flips. Once it flips, lock that, and bam. I did put the handle together. It takes the smallest Allen key to tighten this up, and it has a couple of different positions. So this is all the way up, and they're, I don't know what these things are called, but you pop that, and then it can go down. Gotta unlock that. And then these holes here will lock into this. That's all the way down. So these things, they pull out and you can push them in and they lock in place. I think I'm gonna have to adjust some of these because this is not matching up correctly. See, this one's locked, but this one's not. I have to pull this up more. So I think I'm gonna have to loosen these to get it to, I don't know, line up just right. But let's go over these wings real quick. So this is the front, and obviously you put your miter saw up there. Then these wings, it's got a little latch. So he has a little latch right here. You just push, and this comes up, and then okay. So you pull this all the way out, and then it slides down and it locks like that. And then you got the wings that go up. In order to adjust it, you have to loosen these screws, and then this thing slides left or right on both sides. And depending on whether you slide it forward or left or right, will either raise or lower this. I'll probably do that later, but I just wanted to kind of get a basic overview of this. And I'll probably do a more in-depth review later. I'm probably going to put a piece of wood underneath here once I get it all figured out, because I don't really plan on flipping this over. I plan on leaving it pretty much just like this. I don't care to use the flat work surface. So that way I can put my little vacuum and 5-gallon bucket underneath this. So far, I'm pretty happy with this, the fit and finish. It's all metal. There's not a lot of plastic pieces. There's a couple of plastic pieces that might wear over time. We'll see. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to get this thing down and then put it off to the side so I can get finished with the project I got to deliver on Thursday. And then maybe I'll have this set up before I start my next project. So we'll see. And then I will also begin the process of drawing out and planning my cabinets for my actual miter station. The one I have back there is just temporary. I have made a wood mobile miter saw thing. I never built the wings on it. So, and it's also too short. And those cabinets are short. And those cabinets are just cabinets I got off the marketplace, which I will probably turn into other things later. What I plan to do is take this and incorporate it into my miter saw station. I only have one saw. I do not have a dedicated shop miter saw, and I do not have a dedicated work site, job site in my trailer miter saw. Just the one. So what I want to do is have my miter saw on this and build it so that my cabinets that are to the left or to the right of my miter saw are going to work with my miter saw being on this. So I can wheel this into its spot. I can have my built-in miter saw station in the shop. Then I can wheel this out, put it in the trailer, go to the job site, and still take my miter saw with me with the dust collection because it's going to be underneath on this, which is why I'm not flipping it over. And that's my plan.